Hello student, welcome back. Here I am present with a new story of our moment book, that is The Happy Prince. So this is a story about a prince who had never seen sorrow or sadness in his whole life, and after his death, for remembrance of that prince, or to memorize this prince, or to tribute that prince, the people of that country, they had made a statue which is made of gold. Okay, so let's start the story. There was a statue of a prince stood on a high platform overlooking the city. The prince was called a happy prince because when he was alive he always remained very happy. Upon his death, a big statue of his was erected in the center of the city in his remembrance. The statue of the happy prince was covered with thin layers of gold, and instead of eyeballs, there were two bright shining sapphire stones. In the handle of his sword, a bright ruby stone was placed. So that prince statue was made in the center point of the city, and from where the prince was looking of the whole city. He was looking around the city, and the handle of the prince's sword, there was a ruby stone, or there was a precious stone which was attached there, and instead of eyeballs, two sapphire stones were used in the eye of the prince. So there was another character, that is the swallow bird. So a swallow bird was on his way to Egypt because it was the winter season. It's going to arrive. So to get warm, the birds were ready to migrate from their place to Egypt because Egypt is a warm place. As we know, from different countries, the birds come to Chilika, which is located in Odisha, during the winter season. Means the birds reach the warm place before the winter season. And the birds' friends were already reached in Egypt before 6 weeks ago. But that bird did not go with them, but later it thought of going to his friend. So it was on its way to Egypt, and at night the bird reached the city of the happy prince. And the bird decided to stay there for one night. But the bird needed a shelter. So the bird wanted to stay somewhere for the night. He saw a huge statue of the prince and stayed on the statue because there was shelter, land, a lot of fresh air. So the bird sat in between the feet of the statue of the happy prince. The bird thought that it had been a bedroom made of gold. It was surrounded by gold all around. So the bird decided to stay between the 2 feet of the prince, and he thought it was a bedroom made of gold. As it was about to sleep, a large drop of water fell on it. And when the bird was going to sleep, at that time a large drop of water fell on it, and the bird was surprised because it was not raining at that time, nor it was the rainy season was going on. Just then another drop of water fell on it, so the bird thought the statue is useless and not to sleep under it, and thought to move away. Before the bird flew away, the third drop of water fell on him, and it looked off, and he surprisingly saw that the eyes of the happy prince statue were filled with tears, and these were falling on him. And when the bird saw the teardrops fell from the eye of the statue, he was surprised. The bird looked at statue's face, and the bird's heart was filled with pity for the weeping statue. And when the bird looked at the face of the statue, the bird also felt quite pity for the crying statue. The bird asked the statue that who it was. The statue replied that it was the happy prince. And the bird asked the statue, "Who are you?" And the bird said, "I am the statue of happy prince. I am the happy prince." The bird asked the statue that why it was crying. The happy prince narrated his story to the swallow. Then the bird asked, "Why are you crying?" And now the happy prince started his story, or he narrated his story, why he was crying. The happy prince said that when I was alive, I had never known what is sorrow and pity. I had never cried. I lived a happy life and was always smiled in my palace and lived happily and died happily. The prince said, I had never seen what is sorrow in my whole life. Even I had born with happiness and died with happiness. He was not aware that tears were what were the tears, because he had seen happiness only and never faced any sorrow. Now when he was dead, they had put him so high in form of the statue on a pedestal that could see whole city and the ugliness of the city. But the prince said, after my death, people were placed me in the center of the city. They had placed me in the form of statue, and from this place I could see the whole city, and I can see the reality of the city or the ugly picture of the city. He could see that there were so many people living in misery, lack of food, hunger, money, homelessness. The prince said, I can see number of people, those who are suffering from hunger, money and misery. Now when the heart was made of lead, a metal, although it did not have any feelings. The prince said that my heart was made of lead, a metal, although it did not have any feelings. Then also when it saw all the sadness, it became sad and wept. When the happy prince was telling his sad story, the bird was thinking something else. It wondered that the statue of the prince was not made of solid gold. When the prince told that there was a layer of gold on the statue, and inside there is the lead, a metal, the bird was quite surprised by knowing that the prince is not made of pure gold, because inside there was lead. The bird did not comment anything about the statue because it was giving the value of the statue's feeling. But the bird did not comment anything because he was giving the value to the statue's feeling. In a musical way, the statue said there was a house of a poor woman. Now the statue said the exact reason. He said that there was a house of a poor woman, and he described the poor condition of that lady. She did not have food to feed her unwell child. She embroidered the queen's clothes. Her child was suffering from fever. She had no money. She could only give her child water. That's why the little boy was crying. And the prince said, I can see a woman who is suffering from poor condition or due to her poverty. That lady was a tailor and she was embroidering the queen's clothes, and her child was suffering from fever, but she did not have food to feed her child. So that's why she was providing only water to her child, and that child was crying due to hunger. So the happy prince requested the swallow bird to take out the ruby stone from the handle of its sword and give it to the lady. But the swallow was hurried to reach to Egypt because his friends were waiting for him. But the statue requested the bird to stay with him for one night. So the prince requested the bird to take away the ruby stone which is attached on the handle of the sword and give to that poor lady that she can manage her livelihood. But that bird denied or refused because she was hurried to reach Egypt because his friends were waiting for him. Again the swallow bird opposed to do this. The happy prince was so sad that swallow felt sorry for him. It said that it was very cold there, but it would stay with him for one night, and next morning it would do his work. Next morning the bird took the ruby stone and kept it on the table of the poor lady. But again and again the prince requested the birds, and she could not deny it, and she was ready to give the ruby stone to the poor lady. But the bird said, I'll do it next morning. And the next morning the bird did the same. Then the swallow bird flew back to the happy prince. Now the bird felt warm even though the weather was very cold. The prince said that it was feeling warm because it had done good deed. It had helped someone. The weather was cold. Till that the bird was feeling warm. And when he said it to the prince said that you are feeling warm because you had done something good, and you had helped someone. That's why you are feeling warm. When it was night and the moon rose in the sky, the swallow sought permission from the statue to leave for Egypt. And when it was night, the bird took permission from the statue to leave for Egypt. But the prince was not ready. Now the prince requested the swallow to stay with him for one more night, and he said about his second work. But the bird was eager to reach Egypt. When the bird was ready to leave the place, at that time the prince tried to stop him and requested the bird to do another work or the second work. But the bird was not ready to do that. The prince says about the second work that, and what was the work? Far away across the city, I could see in a small dark room at the top of the house a young man is sitting, and he was trying to work hard. This boy needed to finish writing a play. He was a writer, and he had to give the play to the director after writing. But he did not have strength to write any more because he was feeling very cold. The boy had no money, so that there was no fire in his fireplace, and he was very hungry, also due to which he was feeling very weak. The prince said that far away there is a boy who is a writer, and he was very hurried to write his script, but he did not get any idea, and he was feeling very cold. but in his fireplace there was no fire because he was poor, and even he did not have money. That's why he was suffering from hunger. He did not have food to eat, and that's why he could not get any idea and he could not write. So the happy prince requested the bird to take away the precious sapphire stone which are attached on his eye and give to the sapphire stone to the boy. Now the happy prince requested the bird to take away the precious stone, or that is the